It started with a laugh, not mine, hers. We were at dinner with her friends, a long mahogany table in a downtown restaurant, wine glasses glowing under soft lights. One of her friends asked, "So how did you two meet?" I smiled, ready to share the memory. But she cut in first. "He basically begged me to date him," she said. Her voice dripped with mockery. "Look at him, desperate, weak, lucky I was bored." Her friends laughed. I didn't. She leaned back in her chair, emboldened. "Honestly, I'm only still with him because I don't have time to train someone hotter." Her best friend winced. "Ouch, girl." But she didn't stop. "Let's be real, no one else even wants him." Their laughter hit me like glass shattering in my chest. I stood, lifted my drink, and poured it over her head. The table froze. I didn't shout, I didn't curse, I didn't even look back. I left. That was last night. Backstory, how it began. She wasn't always cruel. When I met her, she was radiant, fire in her eyes, ambition in her voice. She made me feel chosen, like I mattered. We were different. She came from privilege, I from nothing. But she claimed she loved my drive, my grit. She said I grounded her. I believed her. I worked endless nights, sacrificed sleep and comfort to build a business from the ground up. And every milestone I reached, I thought of her. Every victory I dedicated silently to us. But somewhere along the way, love turned into convenience for her. And I became less a partner, more a prop. Discovery of betrayal. The signs were there. Her eyes wandered in crowded rooms. Her laughter grew sharper, more at my expense than with me. Her affection became performance. Kisses when others watched, silence when no one did. And then I saw the message. A chat thread she carelessly left open. Her friend had texted, "Why are you still with him?" Her reply, "Because he worships me. Because no one else will. And because it's easier than starting over." I didn't confront her, not then. I closed the screen, locked the knowledge away. That was the moment I stopped being her fool and started being her reckoning. Shift in mindset, the plan. Revenge doesn't come from rage. Rage is sloppy, loud, predictable. Mine would be silent, precise, surgical. She prided herself on control. She thought she owned the narrative. Me, our marriage, the image we projected. She needed the world to believe she was untouchable. So I decided I would watch that image crumble. Not with screaming, not with fists, but with paperwork, signatures, and timing. The kind of destruction that looks, from the outside, like justice. Execution of the plan. Last night, when the wine still dripped from her ruined hair, I went home and opened my safe. Inside was every document she thought didn't exist. Bank statements in my name alone. Titles, deeds. Proof that the business wasn't ours, it was mine. Every cent she flaunted as ours was mine. Every car she drove, every vacation she bragged about, mine. She never asked. She never checked. She just assumed. And I let her. This morning, I called my lawyer. We've been ready for months. The divorce papers were already drafted. All that was left was the trigger. Last night was the trigger. By midday, the documents were filed. Her phone lit up with notifications she couldn't ignore. Asset separation, court summons, requests for disclosure. And then, the part she never saw coming, my lawyer dropped the clause she signed years ago when I convinced her to waive rights to my premarital assets. She didn't even remember. Too arrogant to read what she signed. Everything she thought she owned, gone. The house, the cars, the accounts, the life. Climax, the confrontation. By evening, she was at my door. Hair damp, makeup smeared, desperation in her eyes. "We need to talk," she said. I let her in, sat across from her in silence. Her voice cracked. "You're really doing this? Over a joke? Over dinner?" I leaned forward, calm, controlled.
Not over dinner, over years. She flinched. You embarrassed me in front of my friends, she snapped. I almost laughed. You destroyed us in front of the world, one insult at a time. Last night was just honesty in the open. Her bravado collapsed. You can't do this. I have nothing without you. I studied her face. For the first time, she was stripped bare. No mask, no arrogance, just fear. I stood, opened the door. Exactly. She didn't move. Tears welled in her eyes. Please, don't leave me like this. I held her gaze. You already did. And I closed the door. Resolution, reflection. Now she's blowing up my phone. Messages ping every few minutes. Apologies, rage, begging, threats. I don't answer. I won't. For years, she thought I was weak, desperate, a man who should be grateful to exist in her orbit. But tonight, she knows the truth. I was never desperate. I was patient. And patience, when sharpened, is the deadliest weapon of all.